VSOP. This ain't the regular Remy, this is the VSOP. Hold on, and then on top of that, wait, I'm making it wrong. I got it. I got it right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Custom mixtapes, because my mixtape is coming soon. But we're not here today for the mixtape. We're here for Dom Kennedy. Yo, actually, the words
such as
I can't
his
even
apparently
explain.
cannot really be explained, but it can be felt and enjoyed. So why don't we just do that? Let's do it for him, gang.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Nyla Simone here with a very special guest. I'm in LA with the one and only Dom Kennedy.
Yep. What up?
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. How you doing?
I'm just as great. Super excited to have you here as like a student of the game and a fan of hip hop. You know, watching you from like the blog era to now has been just great. Sorry, I'm excited. I'm really excited and I'm nervous too. But the latest post I saw on your Instagram, you dropped and announced that you're going to be having From the Westside with Love 3 album dropping.
Yeah.
What made you want to continue on the trilogy?
Man, really? I worked on Rap and Roll last year. I dropped Rap and Roll last year. And, you know, in creating a project for me, it's like a real process, a real journey. You know what I'm saying? It'd probably take about, from inception to finish, maybe about 24 months, you know what I'm saying? From the time I think about it. And then usually while I'm doing the project, when I get to the end, it's like a good feeling because it's like, okay, I can release some music now, but you always wonder, like, I stay working. One thing I figured out about myself is like, I gotta kind of stay doing it, you know, even through all the processes. So after Rap and Roll dropped, you know, I was like, I was still searching for something and I was still making music. And then, you know, I kind of had the idea in my head, you know, for like a year before I said it. And I talked to Hit Boy about it and a couple of the homies and, you know, asked them some of their advice. And I was just like, I'm gonna put my all into that. That's gonna be my focus.
So is this project already done or are you in the process of recording?
Nah, it's not already done.
Okay.
I would say it's about halfway done.
Okay.
Like 40-50% done.
And as far as the producers, you're working with Hit Boy again?
Yeah, for sure.
Anybody else?
Man, a lot of people been reaching out to me. You know what I mean? I didn't anticipate that when I shared that information, that's what I was working on next. That was my next project I was gonna drop. But a lot of people reached out. I just wanna, you know, kind of let it happen.
I love that.
You know?
Yeah. So what is it like being in the studio with you and Hit Boy?
With Hit?
Yeah.
Man, I've been knowing Hit so long, honestly, and we work on music. Like, part of the reason why we started collabing more, so we started like Courtesy of Half a Mil, which is like me and him rapping, you know, together. So we rap on mostly his beats, other people's beats. We make music because we hang out a lot. But then, you know, part of the reason why I was doing From the Westside with Love, because I started to make solo songs as well with him, where it was like in a different space. And I was like, you know what? I want to hang on to some of these songs, and one day I want to drop an album, you know, where you produce it, you know what I mean? Straight tracks and I rap. So a lot of From the Westside with Love 3 is going to feature that, you know what I mean? So, but like knowing Hit, you know, like we hang out, you know, his son just turned 1 year old. I was at the party, you know, so I really know him. Like, I hang out, you know, I know his family, you know what I'm saying? So, like, he a real dude, man. The success that he having is because the person that he is.
That's dope. You know? I can see that.
Yeah.
So, what features can we expect from the Westside with Love 3? Man. No pressure, even though it's kind of a lot of pressure.
Nah. I'm gonna reach out to a couple people, man. I know that collaborations is big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to honor that. I'm not gonna shy away from that. I'm gonna collab with a lot of people. I want to get, you know, R&B as well as straight rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want it to be an array of the things that I listen to. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate. So it's like, I don't listen to much R&B, but I do like melodies, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I want this album to at least represent that in some type of way.
I'm excited about that. And I'm always excited to see Dom collab. Like I saw the joint you did with Kalani, and then recently you just did the one with Blxst. And I'm like, that was the first song I went to when I saw the project. I'm like, oh, I know it's gonna be a hit.
Yeah.
How did you tap in with Blxst?
Man, Blxst, he know my bro J305.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he brought him by, I don't know, maybe a year before we did that song. So I got to meet him. You know what I'm saying? I kept on hearing his name, like Blxst, you know what I'm saying? People started talking about him a lot, you know, and when that happens, it's like eventually you're gonna hear a song or, you know, you might meet up. But I remember I met him, then he came to me, he had reached out to me and said he had a song he wanted to play for me and possibly feature on the deluxe version of his album. And he was just playing songs, and I thought he was playing it casually, you know, just listen to it a deluxe. And then he was like, okay, this the one for song I want you to get on. And I was like, oh, okay, play it again. And, you know, the rest history for sure.
That's tough. That's definitely like.
So he already had the idea, man. I love Blxst sound, and Blxst is a real artist in terms of like he knows what he wants to do, and he could, you know, not only could he could help you create that, like he helped create, like we collabed on that moment, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't only work on his part, he worked on my part as well.
Oh, wow, really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Like in terms of just getting it right, like when I heard it, I was like, okay, you know, he's special, you know?
So is it like in the studio, you gave him something, he like, I'm not really feeling that. He's
Nah, it was actually the opposite. Like I did something for him, and then like I said, he played it for me, and I didn't switch up the whole verse, but then I went and I listened to it the next day, and without him even telling me, I sent him another, I redid it because I really listened to it, and I was like, you know what? Bro, like put a lot into this song, you know what I'm saying? And I want to respect that, and I want to approach it right, and I want to, in case people play it a million times, I want them to love, you know, the whole song.
Yeah.
So I sent them another one without him even telling me. He was like, damn, man, this is perfect, you know? And then I heard how he mixed it all in, and I was like, is that, like he knew what to do with it, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
It is definitely great. When I saw it, I was like, oh man, he got the Dom stamp. That's like, you know, for the West Coast seeing that, it's a big deal. So I didn't see a release date for from the Westside with Love 3. Is it coming before the summer?
Summertime for sure. We're gonna drop some music. You know, I was talking to Archie the other day, and we're gonna drop some music leading up to the album coming out. But it's gonna be out, you know, in a timely manner though. No release date.
Okay, cool. Cause I was talking to the boys, and I was like, man, when I come around, it's like the summertime anthem. It's like our generation Summertime by Will Smith. So I'm like, I need him to drop it before the weather break. Seriously.
Nah, I feel you. That's a lot to live up to.
Yeah, that's why I said no pressure, but it is. You play that at the cookouts, it's like the feel-good joint. So we're gonna get, you know, stuff like that. And even outside of, because everybody's like, yeah, Westside with Love, but like the Yellow album is classic too.
Thank you, man. I try to, you know, infuse all of that energy in whatever I make, but I would say from the Westside with Love 3, like, you know, that title alone is just enough for me to, like, you know what I mean, put the right energy in it. That's what we talking about. That's what you're talking about.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? We talk about certain records and things like when I come around, it's just an energy, state of mind, you know what I mean?
And you have grown so much.
That.
Yeah, you've grown so much though from the first one and the second one. So this third one, I'm a little nervous.
Mature though.
Wasn't gonna
mature though on some fly. Like I have to though, you know, because y'all grown like from those songs to every year. You know, you experience. So the battle is always putting that. How do you put that into the music, right? You know.
Yeah.
So I figure, you know, keep that same flyness, keep that same street smarts, but just more mature. You know, that's how I feel right now. Like, I still pretty much do a lot of the same things. My perspective is just, you know, a little bit more, you know, with a worldview in mind, you know? And I feel like that's the type of music I need to be making.
I love that, and I agree, because a lot of artists that came up in the blog era, not everybody, well, me personally, I don't feel like everybody has grown with their music. So like, I appreciate that you do that. And also, you on Twitter, I love you on Twitter. Like,
man, I need to get back on there more. I'll be off and on with it. But
yeah, you've been slowing up, but yo, you just come on, drop wisdom, and like get off.
Yeah. I used to, I like doing that, like having random little times where I might write something in a meeting and then I'm like, then I'll just be in the car. I'm like, I'm gonna just tweet it real quick before I forget.
No,
you
those
know?
are great protocols.
That's
You
usually
got a
how
lot
I
of them.
do. Yeah.
One that you tweeted recently, well, within your last tweets, said, we need more leaders out here.
Yeah.
What made you say that?
Man, just like, you know, people like to, I don't know exactly in that moment, but people, you know, they like to parallel it, everything to like, you know, and they say like, oh, our generation don't have Malcolm X or, you know, this person or that, Martin Luther King or, you know, those type of people. And they were leaders. They were great leaders, but everybody is not that articulate. Yeah. Everybody doesn't have that much courage as, you know, you can't measure what's in a person's heart to do, you know, X, Y, and Z, but I feel like everybody is a leader and it could be a leader in their own right, whether it be in their own household. Yeah. You know, it's like you don't have to dominate, you know what I'm saying, an outside field, like dominate within, you know, dominate, you know, run something small first, run a little business first, and then, you know.
To lead by example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that people will, you know, the leaders around you will all embrace each other.
Definitely. Like OPM and you guys being independent and strictly all about that.
And you attract certain things like that. You know, to be honest, me and Blxst had that conversation right there, you know, about that. Pre even making that song, and we understood each other. And he told, you know, he knows Jay because he was telling him, you know, that he was inspired by, you know, what we had did. Yeah. Now he doing his thing. But it's similar because, you know, I was asking about his brand and the eagle and this, and he was saying he picked the eagle because they fly solo, they leaders, but they still fuck with, you know, and acknowledge other. Yeah, and that's simple.
I like that. I wanted to talk about Nipsey because you and Nip came up together and you guys were both independent. And I saw in an interview that he did with Vibe, he was saying that, like, he always felt inspired by you. You know, always staying solid.
Vice versa.
Yeah. But do you see yourself ever like signing with a major label to like take the next step?
In a joint venture situation, in a partnership situation? Yeah. Yeah, I could. Okay. I could, you know, in a traditional, you know, artist, you know, owner sense, never.
Yeah. But you're not a traditional artist anyway. You already
right. And that never was the case. And it's like, obviously, I've put it all on the line up to this point. I didn't do it for nothing, you know? Yep. But in a partnership situation, yeah, I would.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. And being like that whole blog era, I consider that like the last golden age of hip hop. Do you consider that too?
I never examined it like that, and that's just being honest. Okay. Not saying you wrong or right. You know, people like to have all of those type of conversations. I would have to know exactly what artists and like, you know, really look at it. I never looked at it. But I could see where that could be your conclusion.
Like all the blog era artists is you, is Currency.
It was art, but I'm saying you referencing just art, you know? Yeah. I think that I would be kind of naive to say shit been different since then. Yeah. You know? And that's because of the emergence of streaming, all those different platforms, and just the single hustle, the hustle of singles, and people here 1 week doing dances relevant for a month, or, you know, a club run. Word. And that's cool, but those people have never been artists. Yeah. And artists should never try to be those people. Yeah.
That being said, though, how do you feel like you maintain relevancy when you're not focusing on just
the art? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the money, you know what I mean? I'll get it in with you, whoever you are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, my album will go with you all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what your budget is.
I feel that. So
I stay with the art. Yeah. You feel me? That's why my name gonna always mean something. You Definitely. Feel me? I'll get you my album. If you a listener and you put it in and you play the Yellow album, or you play Get 'Em Safe, or you play From the Westside with Love 3, you gonna experience all the emotions that's like, you can't buy that. You can't manipulate that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
You feel something. My music, I like to make shit where, you know, as an artist right now, and it's hard to do, but you feel something. That's hard to beat.
It is hard to do because you're just getting so much thrown at you at once. Yeah. But if you had to rank Your top 3 favorite projects that you've done with 3 in like what order?
Damn. I couldn't really do it.
Your favorite 3, or the 3 that you think you put together and packaged the best for the world.
I mean, hopefully those, those would be obviously Get Home Safely. I feel like that with all of them. Some just do certain things, but Get Home Safely was done very tastefully. I would say Yellow album was almost perfect.
No, that shit perfect.
Nah, and even though that was for free, but
yeah.
I don't know. The third one would probably be what? What would you say?
Westside with Love.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah. I would agree with you. That was the first OPM release. You could say part 2, but I put a lot of into all of those, everything,
Yeah.
But those will probably, stand out no matter what.
Yeah. I figured that'd be a hard question for you because we was like, damn, what's the best one? We can't really pick one. We gotta really just go through the whole catalog. I saw Meg Thee Stallion. She always referenced you as like one of her favorite rappers. Is she gonna be featured on the project?
Man, I don't know. I have to ask her how much she charging.
What? You're her inspiration. She can't charge you for that.
Nah, no. Shout out to Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know. I definitely have a song in mind that she probably would sound good on. Like, very good. I don't know if it will ever, if we'll cross paths, I'll hold on to it for a play. I would love to do that.
Man, y'all should definitely make that happen.
I think that would open up a whole different, almost like a whole different genre. You know how they, like, a lot of albums back then would be like, they would have group albums.
Yeah.
Or could have a lot of dope collabs, even though they were solo artists. Yeah. Like her understanding of music. Like the song she makes is very like easy to like cross over, from a guy to a female, and just make those type of songs that people, because she gives that perspective, and that's why it's always good. That's why I love Lil' Kim, because I was a super Biggie fan. And but it was always good to hear what the ladies think. Yeah.
Wait, how does it feel when you hear like, wow, I inspired Megan Thee Stallion?
Man.
Is it like shocking?
Nah.
Okay.
Not at all, because like the music I was making, especially, at those times was, I wanted to make, I figured it was people out there that wanted to hear new music that was current and somebody was doing fly shit.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to know that they was useful and people was listening.
Yeah.
And now those people was making music and doing a great job. You know what I'm saying?
You always reference Biggie in your music a lot.
I got to.
But most people from the West Coast are like Pac. So
no, I love to. I do too, though. Okay. I think I don't think I have too many albums where I don't flip a Tupac line. To me, it ain't even one of my albums if I don't flip a Tupac line.
Okay.
So I do that too. I shout Biggie out, but I always flip Tupac lines too. But I feel what you're saying though. I know what you're saying, because from LA, people don't think that it's like. But I go out my way because people in LA love Biggie. They love the Biggie music. Yeah. It was like, of course, it was, all those type of issues or whatever, but I don't want nobody to never think it wasn't kids like me and I didn't have homies, growing up when they was both alive doing their thing that we didn't listen to. No, hell no. We loved it. We loved all of everything. I remember both Biggie albums was big in LA, big in the hood, for sure. People loved them. People was listening, So
growing up was definitely big, that influenced you. Anybody else you would say?
All the best ones to do it. I remember just being a baby listening to rap and, all the best ones, man. DJ Quick, I think he's the flyest version of like what an LA, teenager, young man was, is in his day. And I know so many of them. And I just think it's so dope that he produced and wrote his own raps even back then and was ahead of his time, kind of less like a DJ playing his own parties and rapping on a mic. Like, man, how crazy is that? Nobody doesn't even do that now, So I think he was doing that at 19, going platinum. If somebody did that today, people would be like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? This person, they would literally be like putting that person on a chair, like holding them up, if you know what I'm saying? And then DJ Quick, you know, walk by every day and they like, what's up, you know?
Dang, good point.
That's life, though.
We need to give Quick his flowers,
life,
actually,
though.
that being said.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he went platinum. Dang.
As
Quick
a
is
teenager,
also very
19
West
years
Coast
old.
too, though.
Yeah, for sure. Straight out of Compton, for sure.
Dang, that's kind of cool. Okay, oh, when are we gonna get the Yellow album on DSPs?
Man.
That's a fan question.
That's a complicated one, man. It's a lot of samples on there.
Yeah.
That, not a lot, but, you know, it's a lot of obstacles on there. It's a lot of things to be worked out. Like that album, I joke, even though it's been free this whole time, that's a very expensive album. That's probably the most expensive album of all time.
For real?
People just don't realize that. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. But that's a very expensive
Because of the
album.
features or because of the beats?
Everything. The beats, the features. It's
That
Aaliyah.
project
It's an Aaliyah sample on there. You feel me?
It aged
That's
so
a lot
well,
of
though.
politicking.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot of people that be paid to get that in full on the, you know? It's a lot. It's a big, but I did
Is
it.
it in the works, though?
It's always in the works.
Okay.
Everything's in the works until, you know, the check clear. It's in the works. It's in the works. Holla at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel it. All right. So what else is going on with OPM? What can we expect in 2021?
Man, everybody working on music. Nico G4 working on music. J305, he gonna release a couple singles from the Westside with Love 3.
Okay.
You know, by Dom Kennedy. That's the next blockbuster, you know, that we dropping for sure sometime this summer, you know. So my focus is on that, you know, making sure that all the producers is represented well and all the artists, you know, they got to be a part of the project some type of way, you know. I think Nico got a project coming out. I don't know if it's a full album, but he gonna drop some music. But the next, you know, like full length album on OPM be from the Westside with Love.
Dope.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? And T-Fly, working with my nigga T-Fly. That's my brother, man. We got some shit going on. We doing a little project.
What's up with another Ross feature?
I gotta get one with him.
Yo, are you guys friends?
Rick Ross?
Yeah.
I saw him maybe a couple years ago fucking with Hit. I haven't really talked to him that much, but yeah, we straight.
Okay.
Why you say that?
Because I know he was trying to sign you, and then I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah. Wale, I seen Wale the other day too.
Love
That's my
Wale.
boy. Yeah. I want to executive produce a Wale album before he retires or goes crazy as well.
That would be dope. Wale don't get his flowers either, because Wale is really great. I feel like we should elaborate on working with the same team, because you be dropping gems, and I need these gems for my own personal life. So.
Nah, it's just more about, you know, transition to collaborating with new people and new doors, but it's important because the thing about it is we always, you know, just starting out at some point.
Yeah.
You feel me? We always, you know, had humble beginnings. I ran into a girl at a Laker party last year that I went to high school with, damn near forgot, junior high. And she was like, yeah, humble beginnings. I was like, damn. You know, because at times we was way in Malibu doing something totally different. So, you know, but just seeing her, you know, saying what's up, her telling me that, like, damn. I don't never like to be in that space where it's like, if I'm gonna go, I don't care if we going to the new ocean, Pirates of the Caribbean. Literally, I'm taking a nigga from South Central with me. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody from my family with me.
That's tough.
For sure. Otherwise, I'm not gonna feel good about it.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care what happens. I'm not gonna feel good about it. If one of the homies ain't on the album, I'm not gonna feel good about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You think that keeps you grounded? Have you ever...
Keep me alive. It keep me grounded. It keep me, you know what I mean, happy. It keep everything. Like, everything.
I feel like a lot of rappers rap about like this phase where they feel like they're with a lot of people, but they feel alone. Have you ever experienced that?
Nope.
No. And it's because...
I roll with the same people.
Okay.
I roll with my people that would be with me if I didn't have nothing.
Smart.
At least at some point during the day. Other than that, if I wasn't that, I wouldn't have nothing. I would go crazy for sure. I would feel like how you saying.
Yeah.
So when I feel like that, or if I get close, I'm calling, you know, I don't care what I'm doing. I'm like, let's go eat. Come with me over here. You know, sometimes I'll bring random people to meetings they might not know, but I'll just bring them because they with me and my people. Whether it be my son, my cousin,
Yeah.
you feel what I'm saying? The homie, like whatever. It don't matter if that's what I feel like I need to do. See, you got on that Rap and Roll, the third song is called Thank You, Mama. But my dad, he taught me the responsibility of the money part of it, the business part of it, the man part of it, the life part of it, you know? I go that way, how I could, you know, you say I might drop a gem or two. In that same car I'm talking about, in his car, and I didn't never talked because I just was listening. You feel me? I was just listening. Observing, listening, years. All the shit he was saying, maybe he said to another person on the phone. I'm listening. My mom, she was the one. Put the part in his head. Buy this, you know what I'm saying? People now, you know, not to like make too much about it, because it's an honor, but like people now, and this is why I realized this is why I said, you know, somebody hit me, or I have a meet and greet and they'll say, oh, my son, I named my son Dominic. And after hearing that a couple times, even now, and I start to think like, but my mom named me that. I don't take no credit for that. Feel me?
Yeah.
I don't take no credit for none of this. I just try to do a good job with it.
Make her proud.
I just try to do a good job with it.
Yeah. That's fire. But that's still an honor.
Make it look good.
Yeah. Definitely an honor though. Wow.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Definitely looking forward to From the Westside 3. Westside with Love 3. And I want to tap in with your artists actually. Honestly, if I can. I'm a DJ too. I'm putting together a tape. So
yeah.
I'm trying to
you should fuck with Nico.
Lock in.
I think he'll have some shit you'll like.
Okay.
Nico G4, I think he'll have some shit you'll like, for sure.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
We're gonna make that happen. Thank you again, appreciate you.
Thank y'all.
Yo, I'm gonna take 5 conversations and then loop that I need an interview. I'm trying to get down with you part.
Yeah, you could probably use that.
You got that on
We'll keep that in mind.
Y'all gotta get her all the way to the point where they like, we want to do the Soul Train, you be the host. Let me know though, when I drop this from the Westside with Love 3 shit, I'll fuck with y'all. That's a dope combo to have, I don't know. I try to stay up out of them type of situations. I don't even listen to enough shit to really even have that much opinion on shit. Exactly.
Did you explain it to him?
Exactly, I didn't have to explain shit.
He wasn't just you, but I'm not copying him.
Ready, 1, 2, 3.